Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't touch my rivals in like. Well, I was playing it earlier today, but before then, I haven't touched this in like 6 months, I think. It's been a fat minute. I won't even lie to you. It's been a the fattest of minutes. I was cooking early, I won like what 5 in a row, and then lost two, then won one more, and lost horribly. If I remember it correctly. That's if I'm remembering it correctly, though. Shit. Yo, what's up? Damn. I'm stuck with quick matches because I'm still not level 15. I'm never gonna play Elden Ring again. I don't know. I feel behind with Elden Ring. I don't know if I'll play it again. I mean, I might. I might. I haven't. I need people to play with though. That's all.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
It's gonna be DPS, but like we already got like 3 of them. Now I gotta do something I ain't never done before. Fuck it. We can go with Venom.
The bond between a symbiote and its host is sacred. Do not dare to break it.
Freaky ass tongue.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I ain't played it in like 6 months. If you can know earlier today.
My weapons can still
And I ain't ate today either. I got some food on the way.
I thought we were supposed to be on the same side, Frank.
We are for now. But in this business, that can change in a heartbeat.
I'll be sure to remember that. And when it does, I'll be ready.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Alright, we about to lose.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I ain't never touched Venom a day in my life.
Teams of 4, but
I don't know what the fuck I'm
make this
doing.
work.
Man, I do not look like that nigga, bro.
Here they are.
Behind you! Who am I? Invisible?
Yeah, I do not do Venom. I don't run in nigga dog. I really don't.
Back to full strength.
We've got trouble.
That's Spider-Man. I don't know where it's taking me. I'm just gonna hop right back. What you thought it was, buddy?
Please. They're sneaking from behind.
They got us. They got us pinned. Okay, I'm a tank. And I'm dead. You know what? I might just slide back to Iron Man. Fuck having too many DPSs. It is what it is.
Guess we better save the world again. Or is it worlds this time?
I mean, could be a compliment. I just don't think I look like him.
Don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man!
Man, fuck the Amazing Spider-Man.
No match for a squirrel.
A little help, please.
My friends are here!
Anyone say fireworks?
Alright, then stop playing around.
I am ready to put on a show!
Bombs away!
Help get that vehicle to its destination!
Yeah, one hitting me, buddy.
I'm doing this my way!
That's better.
Thank you. I mean, I don't think he's ugly. I just don't look like him.
Armed and dangerous!
Now I see them.
Powering up.
Get that vehicle moving again! No match for a squirrel.
I don't know. There's some big ass spiders. They be fucking up squirrels.
Commence.
Shark boy, where's Shark boy?
Clearly you needed some help.
Let me go back around. Wasn't there a health kit over there? Yeah.
I needed that.
We've got trouble.
Run the exploding plasma!
Powering up.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Anyone say...
Damn.
I got. That one hurts.
Always hella.
I'm
It's up
back.
to us to
Like she's my weakness or some shit.
Wakanda's sake.
You bad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Anyone willing to help?
Powering up.
My friends are here!
No worries. I've got your back.
Let's worry about this.
Halfway there! Keep going!
Anyone say fireworks?
Nope, nope. Fuck away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. It's not working.
Enemies on approach.
Needed some help.
I am ready to put on a show!
T'Challa's got us moving.
I was trying to find my
Vehicle reached
heels.
the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum!
I mean, for me, I know the best character for me to play is like Iron Man, honestly. I wanted to try, I know they just dropped Ultron. I want to try Ultron, but I'm sticking with who I'm comfortable with right now.
Of glory.
It depends on who you like to play.
He's a sociopath.
Probably like Iron Fist, Spider-Man.
Escort to T'Challa commence.
They like to get up on you. Like they come from out of nowhere too. Iron Man swinging around and then he gets the auto lock.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
Powering up. Bombs away.
Magneto!
My friends are here!
I'm just waiting for the right time to hit the ult.
So close! This is your big chance! Take that, villain! Oh no! Her fans are...
I have no off half.
No building nest on Bat's head!
Maximum pulse. Pulse cannons end arguments.
Double kill!
And that's that.
Another epic victory! Big win!
I mean, Ultron got all the new buffs and everything. I mean, it's objective based. You know, like Call of Duty in some ways. Although I don't think they have a team deathmatch type thing. Yeah, different modes. I know some of them some of them are. What was the name of it? It's like capture the point. Of course, the niggas are Iron Man. You got capture the point. You got escort thing that you just saw.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world. But
Should
it
probably
does
play
help.
healer because we only got one. I ain't really good with none. Oh, well, now we got two. All right.
I may be powered by
No, they ain't got
chaos,
capture the
but
flag.
I'm trying to bring a bit of order to the universe.
It's just capture the point.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Wanda, you look different. Is it really you?
Some days, Tony, I am not even sure anymore. I have been lost between realities for so long.
Well, you're not lost anymore.
Nah, it ain't no free for all.
Most of us, in any of
It's just a Marvel
Then we should
Overwatch.
probably make
The
sure
battle
that
starts in
you
5,
exist
4,
when this is all over.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Dudes are begging for an iron fist to their iron faces.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Goodbye. For now.
This time I need healing.
You are under my spell. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Damn. Just try to get out of there. Yeah, neither did I. I didn't play one or two.
Double KO! They captured the mission area!
Goodbye. For now.
I just couldn't see myself getting into that type of game. I don't like this one because it's Marvel. If it wasn't Marvel, I would not be playing it at all. We might lose this, I'm not gonna lie.
You are under my spell.
Significant gnats. A hungry
Feeling stronger already.
in control.
Thunder God bringing the boom.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they might got this one, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like a nice shot.
I won't make the same mistakes again.
I might go to Ultron. Hold on. I actually want to try. Actually, I can try Johnny Storm.
Progress has passed the halfway point.
I win a lot.
He's basically Iron Man just with fire. Yeah, we might be cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Please, us against the world.
Clocking some bad guys.
They've almost got it.
Yeah, we're cooked. We lost this one. I mean, I've only played this, so I mean, I guess it is better.
Test this out.
Battlefield. Okay, how about we try this again?
Cooked. We lost. We got skunked.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Hey, New Yorkers are tougher than this.
Control seized.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Hope that's friendly. That's not friendly.
Judge, jury,
Yeah.
fear Magneto!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Alright, where's Ultron? He wasn't BP. There he is.
You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Slash.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I can switch heroes. Let's do it.
Brightest in the sky.
I am beyond my
Brightest in the sky, man, not the brightest in your head.
Customize one just for that.
Good man.
Oh, we're so fucking hooked.
The battle starts
Again,
in
I never played Overwatch, so I can't really comment on it.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom must answer for what he has done to Asgard and all other worlds. This is my unnatural selection.
Welcoming committee.
Shielded from harm.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
And they don't die.
I am Asgard's might.
Thank you, Mr. Healer.
We really have to attack.
I don't even know what his ult does. Oh, and I died right as I used it.
Never solid hit, Hawkeye.
Well, what's wrong with the fan base?
Double KO. They captured the mission area.
This reminds me of the sniper from Apex.
We are undefeatable.
Ow, ow, ow.
You see, this is why I protect my flesh.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Out of sight. I'll outlive every single one of you.
I wouldn't change again. But let's just stick with it.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
We're gonna go down with the ship.
Dangerous!
This is what the doctor ordered.
I am Asgard's might!
Here's how you shoot. Here comes
I can heal? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Jury! Executioner!
Forgot I read that. We ain't gotta talk about that.
They've almost got it!
What's known don't need to be explained.
There are always more of me.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I like Iron Man way more than I like.
Never miss.
Yeah, let's just leave immediately. I'm just gonna be a deserter this time. I mean, the game was already over anyways. I know. I know.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
It's like how I know there's a lot of them for this game.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
Who even came up with the term? That's what I want to know. Booners. What the fuck? I want to know who came up with the term.
I won't shy away from a fight. But
30
I'd
seconds
rather be in
before
the
you
lab.
attack. Get ready.
Magic, please. You're helping Apocalypse ascend to godhood. Do you know what comes after?
An age that's rightfully ours? You know the old gods had their turn and messed up. Face
Oh, my
the
food's here.
shoe.
Hold up.
That's horseman talk.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The invite said black tie, but my gut said vibranium mesh. Glad I chose right.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. They captured the mission area!
You cannot hurt me.
Damn. Inactivity. That's tough. Anyways.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Thank you.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
You also buy a skin for Iron Man.
Trudy's going to get this all sorted out. All I have to do is
30
deliver.
seconds before you attack.
Yeah, my old
Get
headphones broke yesterday. Got them for 4
According
years
to my
too.
scans, we're going up against some real heavy
And the little
hitters.
wire thing broke.
Sounds like now
It was
would be
tragic.
a perfect time for a quick suit upgrade, Tony.
My armor's already as bleeding edge as it can be, Spidey. I'll be fine.
I wasn't talking about your suit. Good for you, I guess.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Don't bother trying to make people care. Show them what matters to you.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Hurry up!
Is Iron Man gonna take the heat?
Mission
Yeah.
area is yours.
It was sad. 4 years, now I'm green.
That's better. I'm back.
Just like my old box fan. Had that for about, what, 4 or 5 years? Never turned it off, even when it was winter.
Hurry up! What do I hit next? I'm taking requests.
Fuck that shield.
Anyone say fireworks? Did I put a spring in my step? Poor kid.
Control lost. It's too bright for you.
That's Doctor Strange, don't like me. He really don't like me.
A nice deep freeze.
Can't open it. One of
Everybody
these.
ready?
Those sharp, pokey, pointy bottles. Bottle caps.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Behold, their child!
Come on up here. How you not fire?
I needed that.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Run for me, boy.
That's better.
They've almost got it.
Maximum pulse!
Yeah, you're not hitting me with that.
I am ready to put on a show.
Powering up.
Alright, it's gotta end sometime.
Rockets, fire.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Portal.
Crisis averted. I needed that. Powering up.
No, you get on my nerves, doctor.
Amazon approach.
He's almost yours.
Oh, good to knock Ultron out.
We got it. We got this. Got him. Got him before it ended. Don't you just love when they season fries?
People want to be led, I want to be in charge. Win-win. I'll take a shield, sure.
Raising Cane's cannot relate.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I mean, just look at that.
Eddie, I guess we're doing the team up thing again.
So we are, Spider. Is that a problem?
Not as long as you keep that big nasty tongue of yours far away from me.
We will do our best, but we make no promises.
I ain't eating nothing all day
Battle
long.
starts in
This is my
5,
first time eating today.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Even an empire as bright as this
Oh, what?
snuffed out by now.
One more, one more, one more.
Seconds.
Okay, just one more. Just one more. Wait, spawn point. Where am I going?
Looks like the mission area is
Who got me
yours to
discombobulated?
capture now.
Maximum pulse!
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing behind my team? I don't mean you got beef. Alright then. Let's see. We can go beam for beam, buddy. Don't bother me. Yeah, that bothers me though. That bothers me though. Damn. I was busy. And I worked out. Only thing I had today was a protein shake.
Iron Man
I didn't even drink any
operational
water.
again.
I haven't had food or water.
Co-op time.
No, I had a bottle of water. Never mind. It's sitting right here on my desk.
For mutant kind!
Eyes, buddy. Hey, he runs whenever he sees me. He knows what's up.
You get a weapon, you get a weapon.
If I just point,
Cannons and
you're out of here.
ordnance. Too sweet.
Damn.
Maximum pulse!
Just can't open this. It's too pointy.
Control
Everybody ready?
seized. Control lost. One down.
Yeah,
Your
just
team's
because.
capture
No real
progress
reason,
has
really.
passed the halfway point.
Hurry up. Anyone say fireworks?
But I got that home.
Put a spring in my step.
Maximum pulse!
pack, health pack, health pack.
Feeling good again.
They've almost got it! Control these!
Go beam from beam, because my beam better.
Feeling good again.
I think it's time for you to get off the stage, buddy.
Rockets, fire!
Mr. Stark, but you're obsolete.
Nope.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
That, thank you, thank you.
Powering maximum pulse!
I mean, if they don't want to move,
Keep passing within half of the mission
Damn.
area. Keep
I
going.
was expecting to hit way more people than that. Whatever.
Rockets, fire!
I don't think I will. Are they jumping me? Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Damn. I hate these tops. Can't get it open.
The area's almost yours.
Oh.
Control
Fuck.
lost.
They tried to spawn camping?
Spider mode. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Hurry up! Oh, good to knock
Your laser couldn't cut it, buddy. Damn. They got us. They got us.
I never had kids, but I did have the Avengers. Same thing. Extra shielding? Yes, please.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Powering up.
I did not mean to press that.
Always admired your work, Mr. Stark.
Well, thanks, kid. Good to know my tech lasts the test of time.
Actually, we've made some pretty serious advancements since then.
Yeah, okay, you know what? How about we focus on the mission instead of my legacy? Thanks.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Oh, I hate this map. I hate this map.
Forget Tokyo, Spider. We should totally move.
Is that a window?
That's better.
That was a window.
Powering up.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
You should know you can't go beam for beam with me. Alright, let me run back for heals.
Capture the
God
mission
damn it.
area.
What the hell even is that?
Everybody ready? Felt good to knock Ultron out. That's better. I need
It is
that.
me. Oh, see? Almost got me, buddy.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
This
I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a bad spot. Yeah, don't run now. Look.
What do I hit next? I'm taking requests.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Damn. Damn. Look at Jeff. See you, Iron Man.
They've almost got it.
That nigga is terrified. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker.
Pulse cannons end arguments. Too sweet.
Damn. Well, we lost.
Pulse.
God, I think that map sucks.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
We got skunked. That's tough. I mean, I held it down as DPS. At least for my team.
Pick your hero or villain.
Domination.
I'm not judging.
I know why I kept saying point capture. It was domination. That's what I was thinking of.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody. Guess we better save the world again. Or is it worlds this time?
No. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We're gonna need your help. I don't help. I eliminate threats and scum who might be threats. Under the circumstances, that will do.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got
I
it?
gotta hop on Call of Duty.
I'll make them pay.
Before I know it, the battle pass or the season's gonna end, and I will have collected nothing. I might get on that later.
Powering up. I hope Friday got that on video.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you really.
Iron Man didn't know who I was.
Looks like the mission area is
Why do they even
yours
make
to
battle pass
capture
like this
now.
anymore? It don't make any sense.
The mission area is yours.
Powering up. A commendable effort.
You snitched on yourself. I wouldn't even know you was right there. Did you not throw the hammer at me? I wouldn't even know you was right there. Our laser's better. Weave.
Heads up, hostiles.
Thank you.
Hurry up.
What was that? Hey, back up for Jeff though.
You captured more than half
Kill
of the
Jeff.
mission area. Keep
And
going.
you killed me.
Double KO.
I'm back.
Control lost.
You can't even play with the. No, you can't even play with the arrow keys. It's gotta do WSD.
Disappear.
Hurry up.
You must not know about me, buddy.
I hope Friday got that on video.
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh, she can't get on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I am Asgard's might for mutant kind.
On Elden Ring? I don't know. I mean, I still want to beat the game, but god damn.
Last minute miracle.
Extermination! I'm doing this my way. Maximum
I mean, I still want to beat the game. Gotta find the motivation.
grateful I did not.
I mean, and then they got the DLCs and everything else that came out. I still ain't even beat the base game.
Double KO.
Squirrel girl.
Isn't the new
That felt
one
kinda mean.
multiplayer? Co-op, I mean? What? Still multiplayer. Still can't open the soda.
The area's almost
That shit
yours.
hurts. I need a spoon.
Hurry up.
I think you sneaking out too. Come on, Ultron.
Squirrel girl. That felt kind of mean.
Double KO.
What do I hit?
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this released. We're gonna call like Night Rain or something.
I'm gonna find whoever put me out last time.
I don't think I'm getting this bottle open anytime soon. I'm
We'll
gonna lie
have
to
to
you.
keep fighting until we have a winner.
Sometimes you just gotta nuke the area.
Maximum pulse!
I'll take a shield, sure.
Ooh, wasted his ult. That's crazy. Jeez, not yet. On the wrong. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game a day in my life.
Kids.
I'm not gonna
But I
lie.
did have the Avengers. Same thing.
Turn back at once.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You kids should stay out of this.
Was that Thor and Loki? You shooting at me for, buddy?
Underneath my
Nice little
caustic
family.
exterior, I'm still pretty caustic.
Attack here, my friends.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Still can get this shit open.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I wonder, can I? Nah, there's a barrier right there. Alright. Just wanted to check.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee. Hurry up.
The god of thunder!
Fuck with me. What's Black Flag? Is that Assassin's Creed?
Yours to capture now.
Leave, come here. Shit. Should be a hill down there, right? Right.
I needed that.
It's Jeff.
Capture the mission area.
Is that like one of the games? Shit.
Last minute miracle.
It is on my ass.
Assemble!
These nuts. Hold on. I got something for you.
Enemies on approach.
Scorpio, you kind of pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gotta go.
Poor girl. That felt kind of mean.
Capture it. Tony Stark's way better than Steve Rogers. Son of a. Got it.
Maximum pulse!
Hurry up.
Gonna die. Squirrel, you gotta go again. Okay. Is that the only one you played? I ain't touched not a single one of them. Only games I've touched was Far Cry. I've only played like one of those too. It's like Far Cry Primal.
Hurry up.
Behold the god of thunder!
God of Thunder's taking a nap. Help me protect Jeff, please.
Look out below.
Maximum pulse!
Friendly.
I'm doing this my way! Extermination!
I know y'all not. Shit. Oh, Watch Dogs. I played that too.
Control lost.
Iron Man operational again.
Lost? Come on, bro. There's no way they can have a last second comeback. Fucking, I'm ulting the second I get over there.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Friendly. Spin me out. Yeah. Yes. Do. Me out.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Maximum!
Damn.
Maximum!
They've
Iron
almost
Man
got it.
operational
God
again.
of thunder!
They might have it.
Co-op time.
Hurry up.
How about I just... Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Congratulations, you played yourself. Played yourself.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Go team go. We're in control.
Maximum pulse!
Who's someone on our team? What is it? 98 to 99. Venom's dead.
Everybody ready?
Come on, please.
Control lost.
Man, be like that. You keep folding at the end every time.
If I'm not joking about something, you know I'm not taking it seriously.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Some bullshit.
Fast enough to stop a high-velocity round aimed straight between your eyes, old-timer?
Why would I have to be? I've already disabled the internal mechanisms on all of your weapons.
What the?
Now, play nice, and perhaps I'll put your toys back together.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
After what Hydra did to me, this fight got a lot more personal.
I think in some universe there's a freaky ass Iron Man whose suit has an iron dick on it.
They are in front of us.
Like P. Diddy Iron Man.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Piece of cake.
Double KO!
I don't think we got this.
Or a dagger.
Do not expect me
The mission area is yours.
That's how it's done.
Get this off of me, please. Look, got a top twisting. It's twisting, but it ain't coming off. Crazy.
I still need you.
I think there was people talking about his tentacles.
I am a true
Or because he's black.
Hurry up.
I swear, if we fold at the end like last time, I'm gonna be so pissed. You gotta go, you squirrely. Fuck your squirrel thing, please.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Oh, yeah, we got this. We so got this. Well, let me not even jinx it. I ain't gonna jinx it. Shit. We heal right here.
I needed that.
Behold the god of thunder!
What do I hit next? I'm taking powering up.
Control lost. Double KO.
Kinda locked in.
That's 3.
Doom's tearing me and Cap apart.
Maximum!
I'm about to fuck everything in that general area.
Nobody can hang with the pulse
Double
cannon.
KO. The area's almost yours.
Come on. I think I got 44.
Co-op time.
I'm doing this my way!
Find cover. Get ready to defend.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Be grateful I did not crush you with your own armor, Stark.
Powering up.
And GG's. I need like a auto opener or some shit. I'll use my key.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Shit. Nothing. Nothing working. I don't know why I keep getting these, knowing damn well I can't open these tops. I'll do it until I level up one more time, and then I'll go over to YouTube. Or Call of Duty. Call of Duty or YouTube. Maybe this will work.
Their team's capture progress has passed the
He's going
halfway
to get
point.
this all sorted out.
What?
All I have to do is build her.
I was on a game that's already started. All right. Guess I'm drinking it like that. Yes, stand by the walls. I need you to catch this AoE damage. I'm not a freak. I was just asking.
That was a
I don't know what she was talking about though. She might be one. I'm just saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I never heard of no inches of venom.
Guess we better save the world again. Or is it worlds this time?
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You kids should stay out of this.
It's our world too.
I still can't get this shit off.
Good thing I packed some extra magazines.
No.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I forged my sword with my very soul. There's no spell that cannot cut through.
Is this the same map?
That's better.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Do you not have a healer?
Feeling good again.
The mission area is yours.
Go team go. We're in control. That put a spring in my step.
I flew into a wall. Are you serious?
Powering up. I hope Friday got that. I'm back.
Enemy
Powering
ahead
up.
of us.
Control lost.
And there goes an Iron Fist.
I hope Friday got that on video.
Aim for beam. Ah, you had health. That don't count.
Double KO.
Everybody ready?
We try not to raise and spaz at these games, but it's really hard not to.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Everybody
weak.
Nah, nah,
Have it,
it's
and
not
we have to
happening.
keep it.
It's not happening, Spidey.
The area's almost yours. Control lost.
Where the fuck even was he?
Oh, crisis averted.
气贯长虹。
Powering up. Got that on video. Everybody ready?
I thought that would be a way to sneak around.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Powering up.
Slowed me down.
They've almost got it.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I think they got it.
Maximum pump!
They got it.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I might give it one more. Just one.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I'm not a hero. I'm the Punisher.
I didn't confirm, did I? Nope.
Only cowards see shades of gray.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
I am.
I gotta remember, not everyone can run, fly, and boost and shit.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
How about I switch things up and... Anyone willing to help? Moon Knight's Ankh, I presume? That one hurts.
I'm good to go. Out of sight! I'm hunkering down.
Dude, that's in the way.
extended my deployment.
Emma Frost needs no introduction.
Out of sight!
A magic ankh?
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Need some ranged firepower. On the move again. I'm good to go.
Let us stop that vehicle.
Anyone willing to help?
Where do you think you're going? Time to go nuts.
I re-upped. Smoke screen.
You got both cloak and dagger.
Damn it. I meant to hit it right there. God damn.
Enemies on approach.
You stop them in their tracks.
Battlefield ready again.
Maximum pulse.
They made it halfway.
Damn. He ain't kill nobody with that. It's tragic.
Where am I? Invisible?
Better stop that vehicle. Shields up.
My resistance is down. Aha! Problem solved!
I am through!
Well, I think we lost him from there. Okay.
You stop them in their tracks.
I'm not done yet.
He's on PlayStation.
You stop them in their tracks.
I'm good to go.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Judge, jury, executioner! Judge, jury, executioner! Back for another tour.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Heavy weapons. I'm in love.
I think I just ate some of the wrapper by accident. Maybe lagging hard as hell.
Stop that vehicle.
I didn't miss me.
Battlefield ready again.
I'll get you next time.
I'm not done yet.
Problem solved! We've been discovered.
Where there's one on, there's probably more.
It's now or never. Stop them.
I don't like onks.
Vortex field! Everyone saw that. How embarrassing.
I like the cold.
Need some ranged firepower.
Oh, what, it knocked me off of it immediately?
Watch your back.
Shields up.
I'll do my best to carry on, Reed. Anyone willing to help?
You stopped them in their tracks.
I'm good to go. Judge, jury, executioner! Lights out for scum.
Come on, push me back, push me back.
Maximum pulse!
I guess you are worth the trouble, Frank.
Us against the world! Turret's blown. I'm infantry again. Out of sight.
Oop, shit, where'd damage come from? Open back.
Nice deep.
Empty.
Double KO.
I'll meet my family, but not today.
Better stop that vehicle.
Shields up!
We got locked in for a second.
Pulse charge!
Don't give them another inch.
Needed more than a second.
Or else.
Can't get up there.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's
Anyone willing to help?
heavy weapons. The other friend is a sociopath, but the man gets results.
I suck.
Smoke screen.
I'm hurt.
Judge, jury, executioner! I'm shipshape. Smoke screen.
Better stop that vehicle. Only 60 seconds left.
For a minute. Stall them out for a minute. I think we can do it.
Target's down.
We've got trouble.
Fly, motherfucker.
A little help, please.
Hop off, hop off.
Free fire zone.
Down to 30 seconds.
Come on, come on. 30 more seconds.
Watch your back.
Shit, where the fuck?
Crunch time. Hang in there. My armor's got a
Bro,
lock on the
what the-
bogey.
Smoke screen.
Oh my job. Motherfuckers specifically after me, bro. What is this shit?
My strength
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Come on, come on. I sneeze.
out of sight.
Another epic victory.
Let's fucking go. Whew. It's always air, no snot.
Judge, jury,
Thank you.
executioner! I'm shipshape.
One kill though? That's kind of lame. I didn't even look at my stats. Pimp and dagger. Oak and pimp, I know. Hmm. It's a pimp if I've ever seen one. I got World Breaker Hulk. I'm looking at these like I'm ever gonna buy any of these. I'm really not. Wait. This one from the comic book. All right. First of all, let me see what's on my desktop. Yeah. Yeah, just exit it out. Well then, what should we do now? How many of those games did I win? Three or four out of six. We gonna stick with six. I mean, we're gonna stick with four. I mean. I don't know what to do after this. Where does it go? Where should we go after this? This thumbnail say STD Diddy. Hmm. Hmm.
Felicia Nicole.
All right. I found another bad parent. Or grandparent, rather. I'm gonna let y'all read what this says. And I'm gonna let y'all decide how you feel about that. How you feel about that title?
Nicole Williams was born on December 9th, 2004 at University Community Hospital in Tampa, Florida. At the time of her birth, she weighed 8 pounds and 1 ounce. She was born to
Your
mother
own family.
Felicia Nicole Demerson and father Jerome Williams. Felicia was the second youngest of 6 girls. Her aunt called Felicia Sugar Plum because she had a little brown, round face when she arrived home from the hospital. The name stuck, and that's what those closest to her called her. Felicia's sister, Shaquila Given, said, "You guys know her as Felicia. We knew her as Sugar Plum. She was amazing." Felicia was a vibrant, loving, and spirited young girl who brought joy to everyone around her. Her sister described her as caring, funny, and full of life. Felicia loved riding her bike and often spent peaceful moments feeding ducks at a nearby pond. On some days, she would visit a local hair salon, sweeping floors and taking out the trash to earn a little pocket money.
Felicia lived with her family in East Tampa. She was a 3rd grader at Edison Elementary School.
Restreams, upload and stream is how podcasters, fashion and beauty streamers, fitness coaches.
Her family were active members of the Zion Temple Holiness Church, where Felicia sang in the youth choir and was said to brighten services with her enthusiasm. Her exuberance and energy were further expressed as a member of the Jackson Heights Viking cheer squad. Friends recalled how much Felicia enjoyed games like hide and seek and tag, and how she always had a knock-knock joke ready to make others laugh. Felicia's kind personality shone through not only in her daily activities, but also in the way she cared for her family and shared her joy with others.
Sometimes.
In 2013, Felicia's mother had foot surgery, and Felicia spent the summer cooking for her and nursing her back to health. One Christmas, she received 3 bikes, 2 from charity bids
never
and
trust
1
anybody.
from her father. Generous by nature, she
Anybody
gave one of
can
the
do
bikes to
anything.
her best friend. She
And everyone's lied to you at some point.
was described as having a zest for life and a heart full of kindness. Felicia loved the outdoors, good food, and anything Hello Kitty. She was an energetic and helpful child whose warm spirit touched everyone she met. Felicia was considered responsible for her age and always asked her mom for permission if she wanted to go somewhere. On Friday, May 16, 2014, she called her mother to ask if she could spend some time with a family friend named Ebony Alicia Wiley.
Ebony, then 23 years
that's a
old,
godmother.
lived
I
in
thought
the
that
same
said
apartment
grandmother.
complex and had gotten to know
Shit.
the family well. She and Felicia had a special bond. They rode bicycles together, went to the park, and attended church together. Ebony even called herself Felicia's godmother. Felicia's mother said, "My daughter really adored, cherished, worshipped the ground Ebony walked on." Ebony was trusted, and Felicia was allowed to go with her. But it was late in the day before Ebony told the family an alarming story. Felicia was missing. Ebony became a key figure in the investigation, and she provided the police with an account of the events leading up to Felicia's disappearance. According to Ebony, she and a friend named Vivian picked Felicia up at 4 p.m. They stopped for food at Checkers, after which Vivian dropped them off at an apartment. Ebony claimed she took a shower, and then by the time she got out between 5:30 and 6 p.m., Felicia was gone. Ebony borrowed Vivian's car and drove around searching for Felicia for 3 hours until Vivian asked for her car back. It was then that Ebony informed Felicia's older sister that she was missing.
But after further questioning, Ebony started changing her story. Vivian now became a man named Trevor. Ebony and Trevor picked up Felicia
Even
at
the
4 p.m.
You dumb motherfuckers can never
Ebony
keep
said
their
Trevor
story
was
right.
wearing a white polo
You can't even
shirt
lie
with a
right.
floral
That's the crazy
pattern on the
part.
breast pocket. The group stopped for food at Checkers before heading to Trevor's
You're
apartment.
gonna lie, at least
Trevor
do it
then
right.
asked Ebony to purchase weed. Ebony claimed she left for about 35 minutes, but when she returned, she couldn't get into the apartment complex. She didn't have the gate code, and Trevor wasn't answering his phone. When she finally reached him, he was in a panic. He claimed he had sent Felicia to the local CVS to buy some candy and hadn't returned. He asked Ebony to meet him at the CVS so they could keep looking for her. However, when Ebony arrived at the CVS, Trevor wasn't there. When she called him, he said he was already back at the apartment. When Ebony met him at the apartment, Trevor was in a strange state. His white polo shirt was gone,
nobody.
shirtless and sweating. They sat on the couch, drank Hennessy, and presumably talked about what to do next. Ebony claimed she went into a closet to pray for about 10 minutes before she and Trevor slept together. Afterwards, Trevor put his shirt back on and drove Ebony home. Ebony also added that Trevor and his mother, Gloria Gibson, participated in a three-way call to construct the story about Felicia going missing while Ebony was in the shower. Now, regardless of which version of Ebony's story was reality, this much was true. Ebony didn't
That's a
contact
dumb bitch.
Felicia's family about her disappearance until approximately 9:30 p.m. She spoke with one of Felicia's sisters, who then called their mother. It was Felicia's family, not Ebony, who contacted 911 to report her missing. Tragically, Ebony's misinformation prevented an Amber Alert from being issued, as her case hadn't met the required criteria.
The next day, May 17th, boaters in Clearwater near Tampa noticed something unusual in the water. Upon closer
You'd be fair to
inspection,
shoot her in the
they
face if you
that
saw
it was
her.
the body of a young girl, naked and floating near rocks and mangroves north of the Courtney Campbell Causeway. They swiftly contacted the police. That same day, Ebony was arrested for providing false statements to the police. She was able to get released on
Ugly ass
$2,000 bail later that day. On May 18th, 2 days after Felicia's disappearance, police identified the man known as Trevor as Granville Ashante Ritchie. Naturally, they sought to speak with him to hear his version of the events.
Now, Granville, who is a native of Jamaica, explained that Trevor was his nickname and that Granville Ritchie was his government name, as he put it.
Where did you get the nickname Trevor from Granville Ritchie?
He had lived in Jamaica until the age of 18. In 2006, he married Todra Ritchie, with whom he had a daughter. However, he admitted that his marriage was strained. Complicating matters further, he had a girlfriend at the time named Calissa Kelly. By 2014, Granville had been living in the United States for 8 years and claimed to work on cell phone towers. Granville was known to police. He had an arrest record going back to 2007 and was charged with SA, aggravated assault, and domestic battery in 2013. That same year, his wife Todra filed an injunction for protection against him. February of 2014, he was arrested again for possession of ecstasy, but right now police were just interested in what happened to Felicia Williams. According to Granville, he and Ebony picked Felicia up at 4 p.m. Upon returning to his apartment, they put on a movie for Felicia while they went into the bedroom to hook up. Approximately 45 minutes later, they returned to the living room and found that Felicia was gone. Granville noted that the front door was unlocked. He claimed that Ebony borrowed his car to search for Felicia, but that she was unsuccessful in finding her. Afterwards, Granville drove Ebony home, at which point she informed Felicia's family that the young girl was missing. Granville further stated that he drove to visit a friend. However, when the friend wasn't home, he claimed to have left. Later, Ebony reportedly returned to Granville's apartment with her brother to find out his apartment number so that she could provide it to the police. Around midnight, Granville claimed he drove to St. Petersburg to visit his girlfriend, Calissa Kelly.
After
also mentioned that
after figuring out everything that happened, I'd have to. It's not even that it's illegal. It's just the principle. It's the principle of the matter.
spent
I have
part of
to.
the
Both of them, actually. Him and her.
night driving around, sometimes alone, and sometimes he wasn't alone, though he didn't say who was with him. The following morning, he and Calissa left her home together. Now, having gotten Granville's story, police went about learning what more that they could. On May 19th, Crime Stoppers offered a reward of $3,000 for information about Felicia, but Sadly, later that day, police identified the body found in Tampa Bay as that of Felicia Sugar Plum Williams. Felicia's sister, Shaquila, described the moment her family found out about her sister's death. She said, "We was all at my mom's house, the chief of police and also a few detectives and police officers. They all started walking up the sidewalk really fast. And once he walked in the house, he spoke to my mom. He said, 'I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we find whoever did this.' And my mom just broke and fell. From there, that's when we knew something bad happened."
At this point, police were aware of multiple versions of what happened. Which one was true? And what really happened to Felicia? To learn more, officers interviewed residents of Granville's apartment complex. One person they talked to was a 17-year-old girl. She told the police that she and Granville had had 4 intimate encounters just this prior month. Based on that information, on May 21st, Granville was arrested and placed in custody on charges of having sex with a minor, in addition to 2 drug charges. The next day, police announced that he was a suspect in Felicia's death. 1 week after Felicia's death, police obtained a search warrant for Granville's girlfriend Kalisa Kelly's townhome in St. Petersburg. They were specifically looking for the white polo shirt Granville was wearing the day Felicia went missing, but they didn't find it.
By June 15th, there was a combined reward of
Did this
$13,000
happen
through Crime Stoppers, but
last
no
year?
one had yet been charged with Felicia's murder. On July 10th, 2014, a hearing was held to determine how much longer Granville would need to remain behind bars. His attorney argued that he should be granted a fair and reasonable bail because he had never been convicted of a crime and fully cooperated with police. Now, you may be wondering, well, what about those charges that he was charged with earlier? Well, since that time, those charges were all dropped, unfortunately. However, police presented evidence that Granville had been involved with the 17-year-old they talked with earlier. As the girl was underage, this was against the law. Granville was denied bail and remained
throw that
in
nigga in
custody.
prison.
Police worked diligently on Felicia's case, but it was some time before the case advanced further. But finally, on August 15th, 2014, Granville Trevor Ritchie was charged with the first-degree murder of Felicia Williams. He was also charged with capital sexual battery and aggravated CA. Police alleged that Granville stuffed Felicia's body into a suitcase before he dumped her into Tampa Bay. In 2015, prosecutors announced their intent to seek the death penalty against Granville. However, this decision delayed the trial due to a ruling by the Florida Supreme Court. In 2016, the court declared Florida's death penalty law unconstitutional because it did not require juries to unanimously recommend the death penalty. As a result,
I can
all
do some
death penalty
unconstitutional
cases in
things to
Florida,
somebody.
including
like that.
Granville's, were put on hold for several years. Finally, Florida changed their legal procedures to require a unanimous recommendation in death penalty cases. Fast forward years later, on June 19th,
Did he get it?
2019, the trial was again delayed. Both the prosecution and defense argued that they wouldn't be ready for trial. The judge reluctantly agreed to
Yeah, 7 years to prepare. How would you not be ready for the trial? You got 7 years.
postpone. Finally, Granville's case began in September of 2019. He had been held in the Hillsborough County Jail for the entire 5 years.
The jury was seated on September 12, 2009, and consisted of 7 women, 5 men, and 3 alternates. Ebony was a witness for the prosecution. As the trial unfolded, the true events were finally revealed. Before picking up Felicia on the day in question, Ebony had complained to Granville about her.
True.
Ebony, who worked
It
as
is.
a housekeeper at Whispering Oaks Nursing Home, mentioned that Felicia had shown up at her workplace and caused trouble for her. She also expressed concern that Felicia had been getting into trouble for stealing. In response, Granville suggested that they talk to Felicia and offer her some guidance. Though Granville and Ebony had met just 3 days before, Ebony was in love and thought that she was going to be with him forever. In fact, Ebony had him listed on her phone as my husband. It was about 4 p.m. Eastern time.
And she looked like my. She looked like she could be my brother.
They bought Felicia some food at a local Checkers restaurant on the way back to Granville's apartment. At the apartment, they lectured Felicia about the dangers of stealing. When they were done, they put on a DVD for her before heading into the bedroom. Granville also gave Ebony ecstasy. At about 4:50 p.m., Granville asked Ebony to go out and buy some weed. Ebony was going to take Felicia with her, but Granville convinced her to let Felicia stay back since Ebony would have drugs in the car and she didn't have a valid driver's license. Ebony, displaying a startling lack of good judgment, left Felicia alone with a man she barely knew. It took Ebony more than an hour to run her errands. When she returned, Felicia wasn't there. Granville, who had been fully dressed and wearing a white polo when she left, answered the door shirtless and sweaty. He claimed he had given Felicia money to buy candy at a local CVS store and she hadn't returned. Surveillance cameras showed Ebony looking for Felicia at the CVS, but showed no evidence of Felicia ever being there. Back at the apartment, they drank alcohol and the two hooked up on the living room floor.
Wow.
Ebony never looked for Felicia in the apartment.
She more basically getting some dick than she is looking for the child that she just lost.
That evening, the two agreed to lie and pretend Felicia had run away. At 9:30 p.m., Ebony called Felicia's house about her disappearance.
It was revealed through GPS data that Granville traveled to the area where Felicia's body was discovered and remained there for some time. In addition, a distinctive mangrove leaf was found lodged in the headlight of the silver Lexus he drove. The leaf matched the vegetation from the area where Felicia's body was discovered. Additionally, sand collected from the passenger side floorboard in the lining of the car's trunk was determined by an expert to be consistent with the sand in the location where Felicia was found. The autopsy determined that Felicia had suffered multiple blows to the head, was essayed, and ultimately strangled to death. While searching Granville's apartment, police reported discovering a broken suitcase wheel on the rear patio, wheel marks on the carpet leading to the patio, and a broken zipper pull from the suitcase. Although investigators did not locate the luggage they believe Felicia was placed in, they found a second suitcase of the same style in Granville's car trunk. Additionally, witnesses informed police that Granville owned two similar suitcases in different sizes. They also noted that the apartment seemed to have been recently cleaned. Granville's defense attorney suggested that Ebony could have been responsible for the murder. The attorney pointed out that Ebony had a history of mental health struggles, including a previous incident involving ecstasy, and was under the influence of the drug on the day of Felicia's death. Furthermore, no DNA evidence was found in Granville's car, nor were there any signs of a struggle. However, despite these arguments, the strength of the prosecution's case made it a significant challenge for the defense to counter.
When it comes to getting to market in a more quick manner, Popular Pace helps us move quickly and efficiently.
During closing arguments, Hillsborough Assistant State Attorney Scott Harmon presented a brief but pivotal piece of evidence. At 5:06 p.m., someone made a short 911 call from Granville's phone. The 911 operator tried calling the number back twice, and each time it went to voicemail. Police officers were dispatched to the area, but they did not know who had placed the call, and they didn't know the exact address and were not able to ascertain why the call had been placed. The state theorized that Felicia managed to grab Granville's phone and make the call on that fateful day. As the operator listened, there was nothing but a faint noise before someone abruptly disconnected. Addressing the jury, Attorney Harmon posed a powerful question. It's only a couple seconds long, but could you hear it? Could you hear the fear? It's the fear that comes from the heart and mind of a child. The call holds importance because it was made around the same time Ebony's grandfather and a friend testified they were assisting her in purchasing weed. The state theorized that Felicia must have made the call during the period she was alone with Granville Ritchie. A police officer was dispatched to the vicinity of the Doral Oaks apartment complex to investigate, but lacked a specific address for the call. After finding no apparent signs of an emergency, the officer departed the area.
Prosecutors asserted that it was during this time that Granville assaulted and killed Felicia. They further suggested that he hid Felicia's body in a suitcase and later that night drove to the Courtney Campbell Causeway, where he discarded her naked body in the bay. Attorney Harmon highlighted the testimony of a doctor who explained that it would have taken approximately 2 minutes of sustained pressure on Felicia's neck to cause her death. He asked the jurors to reflect on just half that time. For 60 seconds, the courtroom remained silent. Some jurors closed their eyes. He said, "Think about how deliberate that is. Every second of those minutes is a second that this defendant could have stopped. A second this defendant could have used mercy." The trial lasted 1 week. On Wednesday, September 25th, 2019, the jury convicted
Is that
Granville
life?
Ritchie of the essay and murder of 9-year-old Felicia Williams.
Is it life?
He was found guilty on all counts. The same jury would then decide if he would spend the rest of his life in prison or be sentenced to death. Granville's attorney, Bjorn Brunvand, tried to save his client's life. He argued that Granville had grown up in an abusive and violent environment.
Death is
in his
even
home
better.
country
I'll
of
take death.
Jamaica. Psychologists who examined Granville in jail estimated his IQ at 78, well below average. The defense also claimed that Granville
Man, don't give me that he's stupid as fuck shit. Dumb niggas can go to jail too. I don't like dumb niggas. I hate dumb niggas more than I hate regular niggas.
had difficulty completing complex tasks due to possible brain damage suffered during car accidents. Granville also struggled academically.
Not to say that I hate mentally disabled people. I just hate niggas who are regular in the head but are still stupid as fuck.
In the 9th grade before eventually dropping out in the 10th. He was raised in a poverty-stricken neighborhood marked by crime and violence, and he endured physical violence from his father, who had 18 children with multiple mothers. The jury was left to weigh the arguments for
That sounds like a him
against the
problem,
death
to be
penalty.
honest.
They deliberated for just 3 hours. In the end, they unanimously agreed at 12-0 that Granville Ritchie should receive the death penalty. Friday, September 11th, 2020, Hillsborough Circuit Judge Michelle Cisco agreed. She said, the child victim suffered a horrendous, physically painful, psychologically torturous death. And to Granville, she said, there will be no corporeal redemption for you. Your physical being, your person, you will remain incarcerated until the date of your death is scheduled to occur. Judge Cisco concluded the sentencing with, may God have mercy on your soul, Mr. Ritchie. Felicia's mother reacted saying,
feeling very relieved that this is over because this has been a long time coming. It's been a long 5 years. And this is how long our family, the community, and everyone that my daughter touched has been waiting on this justice.
Her sister Shaquila added, she was everything. For him to discard her like she was nothing, like no one would ever find her, it hurts. He discarded her like she was trash. He deserves it. He deserves everything that's coming to him. Felicia's father, Jerome Williams, told Granville he forgave him. He said, I forgive you, bro. That's how strong my God is. I come here and smile with no ill will. You are my brother. You made a mistake. You've got time to make right with God. Granville attempted to appeal the sentence. However,
Fuck all that. I'm a God-fearing man, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
on
I ain't gonna
Friday,
say
June
nothing.
10th, 2022, the Florida Supreme Court upheld
It's his life, not
sentence.
mine.
He's currently being held at Union Correctional Institution in Rayford, Florida. Felicia's death had a chilling effect on her neighborhood. Kiana Scott, resident of Felicia's neighborhood of Doral Oaks, said that usually the area is full of kids playing. But in recent days, even in the summer, it's been quiet outside. She said, it's sad that you can't just let your kids go outside and play. Another resident, Christine Natali, agreed. She was keeping her 3 children inside. She also said that she's double locking the door.
And what happened to Ebony Wiley? On October 16th, 2020, Ebony pled guilty to lying to police during the investigation of Felicia's disappearance. Ebony was not promised leniency in return for her testimony in Granville's trial. But as part of her plea agreement, prosecutors committed to recommending a sentence of no more than 6 months in jail, followed by 5 years of probation. 2 months later, on Friday, December 18th, 2020, Ebony was sentenced for lying to police. She was given 75 days in jail plus 5 years of probation. When she was given time to speak, she spoke of being captivated by Granville's Jamaican accent, his charming demeanor, and his visions of a wealthy future. She was convinced that she would marry him one day.
Ain't no nigga that's doing ecstasy, buying weed, and shit got a wealthy future ahead of him. The nigga does X. How does he have a wealthy future ahead of him? Bitch just lying.
She said, I'm sorry I made a wrong decision.
She look like 42 Doug.
Not thinking decision. I am so embarrassed and heartbroken. She claimed she didn't deserve jail time. Hillsborough Circuit Judge Samantha Ward asked why. Ebony said,
He looked just
"Because
like
it
42
wasn't
Doug in the
intentional."
face.
Judge Ward asked, "It wasn't intentional to tell a lie?" Ebony replied,
Hold on. Same forehead and all.
"I didn't do it on purpose." But Judge Ward was not moved. She said, "You did do it on purpose." Ebony said, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't deserve jail time. I'm sorry. I don't deserve it."
It's
Judge Ward
3
replied,
months.
"That's
3
the
months.
wrong
Not even
answer."
3 months. 2 months.
Ebony was then led away to begin her sentence.
Felicia's family was not happy with the length of Ebony's sentence, but they too understood the trade-offs law enforcement needed to make. Without Ebony's cooperation in Granville's trial, he might have gotten away with murder. Felicia's sister Shaquilla said, "I feel like her sentence was a slap on the wrist. She was the main reason."
Bro, look how she's built.
To why we're here. It's very unfair, but it's understandable. It's how the system works.
Ew.
It's definitely an experience
He's
no
built
one
like
should have
you.
to go through. Just makes you more aware of everyone's intentions when they come around your children. Makes you more aware because you just never know. You never know. During Ebony's hearing, Felicia's grandmother, Brenda Johnson, asked, "You didn't call 911. Why didn't you call 911 when my baby was missing?"
Create a voiceover using your own voice.
Felicia's mother, Felicia Demerson, said, "Even though it has been 6 years, it feels like 6 days. Ebony has 2 children of her own, and we can only hope she exercises better judgment with them than she did with Felicia."
Felicia's loss left a profound impact.
Did she have 2 children beforehand or afterhand? I feel like it'd be insulting if you got my child killed and then you went on to have children yourself. 'Cause then I feel like I need to get back. Not saying I'm gonna kill the children. I'm gonna kill you.
In the community. The day after her body was identified, around 30 family members and friends gathered at the site where her remains were found, offering prayers before releasing balloons into the sky. A week later, the community came together once more to celebrate her life. Loved ones sang and prayed at her wake, and her funeral was held on Saturday, May 24th, at the Church of God by Faith. Several hundred people attended to honor the little girl with a big heart. Her flower-covered casket, engraved with the words "Sugar Plum," arrived at the church in a white carriage drawn by a single black horse, glistening under the sunlight as a final tribute to her memory. She was laid to rest at Rest Haven Memorial Park in her hometown of Tampa. At her memorial service, Felicia was remembered as a free spirit with a deep love for animals and someone who could light up any room with her laughter. She was described as talkative, mischievous, kind-hearted, and lovingly referred to as Princess by those who cherished her. Felicia's mother, who was also named Felicia, dreams about her daughter often. In the dreams, the little girl takes her mother by the hand, and they walk together through their apartment complex. Then they stop at a door, and Felicia says, "I'm only going to walk you up, because I don't think you can handle the rest." She said the dreams came so often she didn't want to sleep anymore. In the wake of her loss, Felicia Demerson found solace and purpose by joining Circle of Mothers, an organization dedicated to supporting mothers who have lost children to violence. Drawing strength from her own experience, she now speaks at schools, sharing her story and encouraging children to speak up if they feel uncomfortable, unsafe, or troubled by someone's actions. Her daughter Sugar Plum will forever be cherished by her community and loved ones. As her mother lovingly described her, she was mischievous, she loved people, she loved animals, and she most definitely loved her family.
I'm not even clicking that video. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't no fucking way. Hold on.
911, what is your emergency?
Hold on.
What is going on? Hello? My mom was a knife. Who has a knife? My sister. Quick, quick, quick! Oh my God! Quick, no!
On November 16th, 2012, at approximately 1:15 a.m., 13-year-old Megan Zanella called 911 in a state of shock. She witnessed the horrifying scene of her foster sister, Sabrina Zunick, fatally stabbing her mother, Lisa Nofel. However, the story takes a shocking turn when Sabrina claims to have no memory of her actions.
Recall coming out of the bedroom with a knife in your hand?
Wait.
No.
Well, you had a knife. And you stabbed Lisa.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Sabrina masks her guilt with a facade of innocence, but the detectives are on the brink of unraveling the family's dirtiest secret. As damning evidence surfaces, it leads them to the sinister mastermind behind the crime and reveals a motive more shocking than they could have imagined.
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
All the time.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that. Tell on him.
Don't raise dragons right off the bat. For new players, at the start of the game, don't rush to raise.
Lisa put up just a miraculous fight for her life, a literal fight for her life. But there was just no stopping Sabrina. She was determined to kill Lisa, and she did.
Sabrina, rather than fleeing the scene, remained there, having sustained several stab wounds herself during the attack. In a state of shock, she was taken to the hospital for treatment. Just 10 hours after the murder, she was brought into the interrogation room where she claimed to have no recollection of the horrific act she had committed.
What do you recall?
Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Getting done with my homework? Getting, I don't know. And
You'd be
that's it.
surprised.
And going to bed.
And we're
It happens more often than you think it does.
What, anything unusual happened?
A lot more often than you think it does, actually.
Everything went fine according to what I knew of.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
Starting
from when you got home from school yesterday.
Sabrina's attempt to recollect the recent events and claiming of having a normal day leave the detectives rather unimpressed. They were well aware of the narrative she was trying to form. The unoriginal tactic of suspects to feign amnesia after a traumatic event was something the seasoned detectives had experienced countless times. However, it was too early for them to call her out on her facade. So, they resorted to a slower but more effective way to communicate with her in the hopes of a confession.
No. I got home. I went to do my homework. Then we had hamburger helper. And then I went back to doing my homework. Stayed doing our homework till like 1. I went upstairs. No, it was like 12. Went upstairs, tried to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep, so I went to go get some Advil. Ibuprofen. Because my head hurts, because I have really bad headaches whenever they feel like it. And after that,
Where did you take ibuprofen from?
in Lisa and Kevin's bathroom, that's
Where?
where it's held. Kevin and Lisa's bedroom, that's where it's held.
Kevin and Lisa's bedroom? Okay. Where is it at? Is it actually in a medicine cabinet? Okay. Is it on the first shelf, the second shelf, the third shelf? Do you recall?
I believe that there's only 2 shelves.
Okay.
And it's on the bottom.
On the bottom shelf? So you went in her bed? Is her bathroom in her bedroom?
It's connected.
Was Lisa still awake?
I don't.
It is. It's like, imagine you take in a stranger, you know, a child who would have been stuck in the foster system. And I've had family members in the foster system, so I know it's bad. It gets real bad. And then that child not only sleeps with your husband, but they kill you. That is the highest form of that's the highest form of disrespect, actually.
I don't know. I just remember going in there, having the bottle, starting to shake it to get the meds, and I'm gone from there. Thank you.
Okay. Do you
How
know
long is this?
what the bottle said?
All right.
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen?
Wait, there was orange around it.
Okay.
Give me some water.
Are you allowed in the bathroom?
To get Advil or something like that. I call it Advil. It's always ibuprofen. Other than that, no. Not unless they're there or, we're told to.
So what did Lisa say to you then, when she saw you in there?
Don't know. I don't know if
You didn't hear hers?
No. I don't remember anything at that point on.
What do you remember?
Everything except...
Were you taking any illegal narcotics yesterday?
No. Don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs? When was the last time you did drugs?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago? Okay. You have not had any illegal drugs since then?
The detectives questioned Sabrina about possible drug use, both to assess its potential connection to the crime and to determine whether it might influence the reliability of her answers.
Okay. You were at home all night yesterday? Okay. After you ate dinner, did you have this opportunity to say goodbye to Kevin?
I was at the computer desk.
You're at the computer desk?
No. I went to the living room also because I was printing my bracelet. I was in the living room, I was in the kitchen, and I was in the office. That's it. Excuse me. I believe so, yeah, he just said bye, because he always says bye to everybody.
Okay.
And we either say bye, Chihuahua, Billy kisses him, well.
Okay. You had an argument or anything with Lisa last night?
No.
No?
Everything was fine.
Everything's
I
fine?
know her.
Okay. Have you had these type of issues in the past where you just don't remember things?
I'm not positive. I know I was in doubt.
Okay. And you,
Like
have you,
psychiatrist?
medically? Yeah.
Wearing gloves.
Yeah, I go to a psychiatrist.
Okay. And you take,
Vyvanse 4 months a day.
okay. And what are those meds for?
Yeah, the Vyvanse is for ADHD, and
Okay.
Votrigine is for mood stabilizer / anxiety.
So it kind of stabilizes your moods? Okay.
In a later interview, Sabrina disclosed that she had been diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 4 and also struggled with oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD, anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder. While these conditions can contribute to memory issues, they do not sufficiently explain Sabrina's claim of having no recollection of the events from the previous night. In fact, these were merely her claims, and there was a possibility of Sabrina trying to have a defense plea of insanity.
What do you think happened to your hands?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm being charged with homicide.
Well, I'm investigating it. Do you remember blood being all over you?
No, but I can see it all over my legs.
There's blood all over your face or blood all over your body. That's why you're not in your clothes. Do you remember your clothes?
I remember.
It becomes clear that Sabrina is faking memory loss, as she recalls details about everyone else but claims to draw a blank regarding her actions. A more sinister motive might be at play, and she could try to appear insane to evade the consequences of her actions. When criminals try to fake insanity, memory loss is often used as a tactic to dodge specific details. But what shocked the detectives was the motive behind the murder and the revelation of the mastermind who had planted the idea of insanity in Sabrina's mind.
What happened to your hands? I mean, did you see when they were at the hospital what your hands looked like?
I think they both caught.
You didn't see it? So you don't know what's wrong with your hands?
They obviously been cut because they told me that.
They were cut? It's cut pretty bad?
5 stitches.
How many?
5.
5? In your, what, right hand?
2 and 1 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Which one is 3?
Okay. Did you see the stitches? Did you see what they did? No. You have no idea how that could have happened?
No.
Nothing?
Lisa's death was violent, but she managed to inflict defensive wounds on Sabrina in the process. In pursuit of a breakthrough, the detectives inquire about Sabrina's foster father, Kevin Knofel. What they uncover goes beyond their expectations, exposing the family's darkest secret.
How do you get along with Kevin?
Kevin and me are cool. I mean, he's more the one that helps me out. Because this has Megan to deal with. Megan has mental instabilities herself.
Okay.
And so we made agreements a long time ago that if I need anything, that I could go to Kevin. And if it was major that she needed to be involved in, then he would ask, but not to be concerned about small things. Because it's already stressing her out because of her job, and Haley and Megan.
All these ads are the same.
Initially, Sabrina and Lisa shared a close bond, but that changed when Sabrina began to feel that Lisa favored her daughters over her. This belief is thought to have been instilled by Kevin, with whom Sabrina grew closer as her relationship with Lisa deteriorated.
How about with Lisa?
Shirt on.
Me and Lisa have never been the best. I mean, I've never tried to hurt her, never had any thoughts of hurting her. Yeah, it's been emotional and mental abuse from her to me. She put her hands on me, not fighting, but restraining me so I wouldn't give an iPod to her. And I don't know. I don't know. She never seemed to like me, and she's been wanting me out of the house.
By addressing the obvious issue directly, the detectives hope it would help jog her memory and get her into revealing more details.
What's your thoughts on how...
Probably. Well,
Lisa's
yeah. I mean, she's a foster kid. She's probably not 18. 'Cause they don't keep foster kids over 18. Well, if they got her before then, and she's still living in the house, she's probably not 18. So, probably on an EDP charge, maybe.
alive now?
What?
What is your thoughts on that she is not alive? Maybe you didn't understand. That's what we're talking to you about.
This is that.
You should have told me I did it.
Yes. But most of that blood was probably hers.
That's why we need you to concentrate and think about what happened.
Sabrina pretends to be unaware of Lisa's death, but the detectives remain unmoved. Lisa endured the onslaught, suffering 178 stab wounds. Her injuries ranged from numerous defensive wounds on her hands and arms to devastating wounds where the knife was twisted with such force that it severed an artery and even cut through bone. The sheer viciousness of the attack also resulted in the blade itself getting bent. How could Sabrina possibly expect Lisa to survive such an attack?
There were nearly 180 different types of stab wounds, defensive wounds. I mean, wounds that were called complex because they were, the knife was jabbed in there and twisted.
There's always two sides to every story, and we want to know what you had to say about it. And we know you were there. You know, there were officers that got to the house after they were called. So we just need you to focus on what happened. You know you were doing homework, and you know you got yourself to the bedroom to get the medicine. What you need to do now is bring it all together and think real hard about maybe what happened next. And then that'll explain how you got some wounds to your hands. Okay?
What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin? What's gonna happen to Haley, Megan, and Kevin?
Haley, Megan, and Kevin are all safe. They're at home right now.
Like she actually cares.
Haley's with Judy, alright? And Megan's with her dad. And Kevin's with Judy also.
They're all with Judy.
Anything coming back?
Recall coming out of the bedroom with a knife in your hand?
No.
Well, you had a knife. And you stabbed Lisa.
I did.
Yes, you did. And Megan called the police.
That can't be true.
Bree, it is. I'm sorry.
Through her diminished emotional responses and disorganized thoughts, Sabrina is attempting to frame the events of November 16th as a psychotic episode. However, the detectives see through this futile act and keep the focus on her.
I've never been a murderer.
We need.
That's, what is it? Forensic something? Didn't we have to do forensic science? Where we had to look at pictures of, I can't remember. It was forensic something.
To know why we're asking you to think about it. We need to know how to help you, okay? And we don't know that until we need to get some facts and find out what's going on.
And you did that?
And that'll give us the best course on how to proceed from here and help you, help the family, and go on from there.
What do you want me to eat?
I don't.
Were they actual pictures or were they just like fake pictures? I guess, I don't know.
We don't want you to say anything except the truth, and we just want you to think about it because something happened by the time you were.
I mean, you had to look at how in forensics they look at the pictures of the dead bodies and stuff.
Getting your meds in the bathroom.
And then I said, you did that.
And then one of our police officers arrived.
Or I said, did you do that?
So something happened in between that time, and we're just trying to get to the truth of that and find out what happened.
I don't know. This is really dead.
Yes, dead. Sorry.
I don't believe this.
That's why we're here, trying to put it all together.
Can I have this?
Yeah, I'll get you something else.
Trying to figure out what happened. Okay? We know that you and Lisa had a struggle with a knife. Lisa was stabbed multiple times.
Please.
Oh, here.
Oh, my hand.
Although Sabrina has agreed to answer questions, there's a high likelihood that the detectives will struggle to extract any valuable information.
What was the worst thing that happened? Mid shot? What do you mean mid shot? I'm confused. What? So was it like? Was it an actual thing or like a 3D render or something? I'm confused. Mid shot. I'm like, how do you get a picture mid shot?
Information from her.
Well,
Nobody else is hurt.
ain't my job.
Thank goodness.
Has there been maybe an argument between you and Lisa maybe had something to do with your iPad or anything like that?
That was a long time ago.
A long time ago?
And yeah, the cops were called on.
Okay.
Hmm.
Did you get
Surprised
your
you
iPad
can even
back?
look at that stuff.
Yeah.
iPod, whatever it is. You got it back? Where should it be at the house?
My book bag.
In your book bag? Okay.
My pocket. Mesh pocket.
Okay.
Right side.
Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes.
You do? Ran Facebook last night?
Yes.
What class was that for?
Anybody?
Yes, but not much.
Not much? Are you instant messaging anybody?
Yes.
Who?
This kid named Bobby.
Name who?
What's Bobby's last?
This kid named Bobby.
What's Bobby's last name?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Skating.
From skating?
United States.
You go to school with him?
No.
No? How old is he?
15 or 16.
Okay, so a little younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm usually just helping him. He has mental instability.
Okay. Have you ever thought about homicidal or suicide thoughts?
No, I mean, a long time ago. I've been stable for so long, I've never had any doubts like that.
The detective shifts focus again, inquiring about the iPad and her friend, topics that Sabrina seems to recall without trouble, as opposed to her apparent lapse in memory regarding the crime itself.
Where do you think you got the knife from?
I don't believe I got the knife.
Yeah. And you had a knife.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
He's not selling it that well.
You remember?
When we came to the house, you had the knife in your hand.
Are you sure it wasn't self-defense?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Like 2 police officers there saw you with the knife and ordered you to drop it.
Did I?
Well, yes.
I mean, you're still alive, aren't you?
So, iffy.
You did. Well, I said it like that because if they had...
Because if you didn't, they would have shot your ass.
It hurt.
You threw the knife down and they made you get on the floor and put handcuffs on you.
Do you remember any of that?
Do you recall that part of it there?
The little bit that I recall is being on the floor drooling, and then that's it.
You remember Megan coming in?
No.
No?
Remember Haley coming in?
Megan and Haley were both there?
Yep.
Look, you're saying everything. So, what you're saying is true. You're telling me Haley and Megan saw me or her mother?
Correct.
Nobody needs to see that.
No.
You're right.
Right.
I mean, it's just between you and Lisa. Nobody else should have seen that.
No. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ow! No.
What's wrong with your shoulder, hon?
I think they gave me a tooth.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park.
We experienced skip ad.
Likely as a way to gain sympathy or deflect further questioning. However, it's nothing more than a tactic to stall.
Nothing's coming to...
No.
Remember Megan or Haley saying anything to you?
Remember Megan trying to pull you off? Her mom telling you to stop?
So they were in there and trying to pull me off of her.
Brilliant, it is true. You know, right and wrong and truth and a lie. Do you remember any of these things?
Nothing except for what I told you.
That's what happened.
Who's the left? So we want to get the other half of the story because we're like 2/3 done and we haven't heard Fake ass cry.
I'm never gonna ever think
The meat
okay.
of the meat and potatoes. Is that what it's
Not
called?
with me. No, it's not gonna be okay for a lot of people. I know some things for sure. I know Megan was yelling at you to stop. Do you recall any of that?
No.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this because she called 911 and I could hear both of you in the background.
Oh. Why can't I remember this?
I don't know.
Because you're lying.
That's why we're talking to you. I don't know. Nothing. You remember it would trigger anything like this? You ever had a situation like this ever?
No.
He's a bad liar.
I've never. No.
You ever sleptwalk before?
Yeah. With my grandma a long time ago.
Yeah. What happened then?
I was in her bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. Just come back and it laid me down.
I mean, this.
What?
I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. Just come. I was in her bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. I was in her bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. With my grandma a long time ago.
Yeah. What happened then?
I was in her bed and I guess I just tried to walk out of the house. Just come back and it laid me down.
Come back and laid him down?
I mean, this is what happened, but you honestly do not remember?
You know where the knives are in your house?
Yes, but that's only because I either use them to cook or I put away the dishwasher.
Recall going to the kitchen last night and grabbing a knife?
No.
Sabrina insists on her memory loss, but she can likely sense the skepticism in the detective's voices. Her story carries little to no credibility without any prior history of such incidents.
I wasn't in the kitchen last night.
I don't know which knife it was. Do you remember which one it was? Or no?
Lay that long?
I used that.
Do you know that knife?
What it looks like. It's like just a length.
Black handle? Probably 9 to 12 inches. Very sharp. 9 to 12 inches.
Edges, or is it straight sharp?
Highly trash liar. Very bad.
Don't recall, to be honest with you.
I think he's mocking her.
You ever punched any holes in your wall? Well, you ever slammed your door open where the door handle?
Those were both there from Megan.
They're from
Before I
Megan?
got there.
Okay.
She has huge major issues with ink.
Okay.
She pulled up on me multiple times and hit me, and then claimed that I tried to stab her.
Never trust a woman with red hair.
And you can ask Laura, which is Lisa's sister, and Kevin.
Especially if they dyed
We were
red.
all there when they went to training. She made a big deal out of nothing. Because she got mad about Laura not wanting her waffles, and I was buttering mine. She goes to hit me on my arm, and I go to restrain her hands because she wasn't going to hit me more. I had a butter knife in my hand, didn't have time to put it down, but it was space dollars the floor. She's trying to struggle to get her hands away from mine, and by the time I have it, the knife is in between our two hands. And they claimed that I tried to kill her. She's also claimed that Kevin tried to kill her.
Without additional documentation, it's hard to determine if this event truly occurred. Sabrina is either fabricating or exaggerating the story to discredit the claims of her foster sister.
Honestly, she has some huge mental instabilities. Because none of us ever has tried to hurt her or anybody else.
Why do you suppose your clothes were dripping with blood?
What is that noise?
They're releasing the door and it makes a loud click noise.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Funny.
Why do you suppose your clothes were blood?
Oh, they was tossing her ass like rotisserie chicken in that prison. Heard the ladies get down like that in prison too.
You don't remember anything?
With that, the detectives no longer gain new information and wrap up their interrogation with Sabrina. While she doesn't deny killing Lisa, she claims to have no memory of the act. However, the detectives have gathered more than enough evidence to charge her with first-degree aggravated murder. What remained unknown in the interrogation was the underlying motive behind the murder. But that, too, was about to be revealed in a shocking twist.
When I started to think that there was more to the incident than just a foster child that stabbed her foster mother was when I went to the wake. When I went to the wake in the service that had an outpouring of support and
I don't know. Maybe they just
a lot of tears.
hold it down. I don't really think I can describe that, but it's like cup your fists together and just, and they just force it that way, I guess. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Tears and sadness by coworkers and that. There seemed to be one person there that didn't seem to have much tears or sadness about it, and that was Kevin.
As Sabrina faced the difficult journey toward prison, few paid attention to the man with the alibi, her foster father, Kevin. In the aftermath of Lisa's death, Kevin displayed a chilling indifference, using the life insurance payout to fund a lavish lifestyle. He paid off his home.
Then it's these dumbasses that can never fake it properly. Like, you're supposed to be her husband. You're supposed to be the main one. Or one of the main ones supposed to be sad. Then couldn't even shed a tear. Well, I tell you, the disrespect is immeasurable.
Home, bought new cars, purchased a house in Florida, and even took flying lessons. For someone who had lost his wife in such a gruesome way, Kevin seemed to be living large and remained strikingly unremorseful. The detectives, suspecting a connection between Kevin and the murder, brought him in for questioning. When he arrived, accompanied by his lawyer, the detectives informed him that they would question him about his wife's work.
Kevin, do you know anything that was happening at the house the night before you left for work that night?
Well, hang on a second. We just talking about his wife's work. What's going on at the house the night before is not his wife's work.
Okay. Where does your wife work at?
County children things.
What does she do there?
I'm not saying I would do something like this, but if I did do something like that, I'd be way better into the role than these niggas would be. I wouldn't make these rookie mistakes. Not saying I would. I'm just saying if I did, which I wouldn't and I won't, but if I did.
She was a social worker for the children's section.
Were you and Lisa in the process of going through a divorce?
No matter how hard the detectives tried to steer the questioning toward the murder, Kevin's lawyer repeatedly intervened to stop them. Even with the most basic inquiries, the lawyer blocked their progress at every turn. However, Sabrina eventually cooperated with investigators, leading to Kevin's indictment nearly 6 months after the murder in August 2013. She agreed to speak with a prosecutor through a process known as a proffer, where Sabrina would openly confess the motive behind the murder. This was the first step before entering a plea agreement. It was revealed that Kevin had masterminded the crime, and there were over 1,500 messages exchanged between him and Sabrina, many of which were disturbingly sexual.
Was Kevin Knafel my foster father? It was Kevin's idea, and it was talked about after we were having relations, and him and Lisa were having problems in marriage. He wanted to get a divorce, but Haley, which is a 3-year-old daughter of his and her, was in the picture, and he wanted
Okay, I wouldn't do any of this. I wouldn't do any of that. Just to make it clear.
full custody. She would get custody, or it would be shared, and he didn't want that happening. So the alternative was for this to happen.
When was it, after you started to live there on a daily basis, that your relationship with Kevin changed? When did this relationship start to change?
It all started not with, but with massages, because he was a truck driver and his legs would cramp, so it was inner thigh. Then it progressively got into.
This video shows the best ways to increase your IQ.
What the fuck?
Does he ever tell you, hey, you can't tell anybody about this?
All the time.
Did he say what would
How does getting a tramp stamp and then getting attacked by zombies increase your IQ? Plus, that nigga looked like he was AI.
happen if you do?
Then you'd be taken out of my care and I could lose my foster parent license.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that. Lose
Hold on,
my
wait.
time.
That shit.
Hey, you can't tell anybody about this.
All the time.
Did he say what would happen if you do?
Then you'd be taken out of my care and I could lose my foster parent license.
What did you say in response to that?
I would never do that.
Okay.
Tell on him.
Sabrina asserts that Kevin began a relationship with her when she was 17 and quickly progressed to where they were together whenever Lisa and her daughter were away from home.
What was his relationship to you?
It was when a foster father when needed to be, and when a lover when not being a foster father.
Sabrina admits that Kevin started discussing plans to have his wife killed and revealed that he had $785,000 in life insurance policies on Lisa.
Can you
Wow.
describe for us or give us an idea of exactly the statements that Mr. Knaefel made to you about his wife being gone?
She would be worth more dead than alive.
Did you engage in any other activity with the defendant about that topic at that time?
Yes.
And what happened?
About how to kill her.
Why did you do that?
Because I was doing what I was told to do.
Right. And who told you to do that?
Kevin.
And why did you keep doing that?
Because I knew I was already going to jail.
In August 2014, Sabrina pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years in 2042.
Honestly, I believe
Damn.
Sabrina was a victim over and over again. She was used in regards to her emotions. I don't think she ever had anyone to love her. And the superficial love that he obviously showed her made her do that terrible act. You know, I know she's aware of her actions, but I think she got caught up and just lost it.
12B, this is a situation where both of the victims suffered serious physical, psychological harm. The offender's relationship with both victims facilitated the offense with reference to the murder. Murder, in this case, Mr. Knaefel acted as part of an organized criminal activity. I concur that I've seen no remorse at any point during this proceeding, either before the trial, during the trial, or up to today. As such, as pointed out, there has been no prior record of the defendant. He has no convictions. He's lived a law-abiding life. In this case, there is mandatory prison time that must be imposed due to the offenses that have been committed and due to the verdict that has been returned. As such, it is the order of this court that Kevin Knaefel is sentenced to Lorraine Correctional Institution.
On June 11th, 2014, Kevin was
15
found
years?
guilty on all 11 charges. 6 counts of battery, 3 counts
Oh,
of
that's life.
complicity to commit aggravated murder, and 2 counts of conspiracy
life,
to
right?
commit aggravated murder. He was sentenced to life in prison
Easy.
with the possibility
Easy.
of parole after 30 years.
This is 8 years after the initial incident, and I believe I have a different perspective now. I'm not a monster. I'm an individual who made a mistake that affected a lot of lives. We're the picture perfect family on the outside, but on the inside, it was completely different. I was in a very delicate
Don't we have
state.
like
I was in
4
love with this
pictures of
man.
this woman?
What I thought was love. I was convinced that I was going to lose everything that I've ever dreamed of. This didn't happen.
The foster system holds the potential to offer children safety and love, yet its imperfections often create pathways to tragedy. Was Sabrina acting on her own intent, or was she manipulated by Kevin? Did he actually care about Sabrina, or was there a darker motive after all? How can the foster system better protect vulnerable children while supporting families who genuinely seek to help out these souls in need? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such content.
I won't call it a day. Okay. My tooth hurts. Jesus Christ. What's up with all these fucking horrible family people? Jesus. God damn.
What if you can create your own?
I didn't even mean to press that. This shows everybody's profile pictures on the side. What even is that? It's just a black circle with a, what is that, a cross in the middle? Eh?
Now with a tragic tale, an 11-year.
I'm not even gonna watch this whole video. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to see the comments. Let's just hope they like children in the right way. Mm. There's a lot to siphon through. Man. I think killing a child should automatically be life or death. It should be death penalty. Killing a child should automatically be the death penalty. Be it neglect or intentionally. I'm gonna look at that video after this. But oh there. Got ass is kicked in Marvel Rivals at the end. That's tough. Oh look, it's Perk Angle. You know. Keep getting my haircut before it grows out too much. Anyways. Can you see what these things are without these things on? These wires are in my face. What? I hate these headphones. I'm not gonna lie. I hate them. Hate them bad.